Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mengs, and you are watching part 2 of Let's Play Advance Wars 1 Advanced Campaign. I still got a crappy headset, I hope you don't mind. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into Chapter 2. Grits! Grits! Where's Grits? Easy there, I heard you the first time, oh bearded one. Bearded one? Why, you... A slip of the tongue. My apologies, Commander. Enough! Just get ready to move out. Now, listen. Foreign Star Forces have been deployed where I anticipated. Their commanding officer is an untested youngster, but he's not alone. He's working with an advisor, Mangs. So don't let your guard down. Our contingent in the area has some indirect combat units for you to use. Now get going, Mr. Sharpshooter. What? You want me to go personally? Like, in person? Why, you lazy no-good. What else do you think a commanding officer does? If you don't get moving... Alright, keep your beard on. I don't much like the idea, but I'm going. Gone at last. He's an impudent rogue, but he's also the best marksman I've ever seen. Those Orange Star fools will never know what hit them. Perfect. This is not good for my voice. Okay, here I go. Doing the Olaf voice is really like it's taking a strain on my throats. That sounded very dirty.
Thanks, Andy. Can you hear me?
What's up now?
You've been given the authority to use bases to deploy new units onto the field. Mangs hasn't received instruction on how to do this, but you're up to speed, right, Andy?
Oh my. Andy doesn't know what a base is. Well, let's go through it again. First, place the cursor on a base and press the A button. A list of units will be displayed. Use the control pad to scroll through the list and press the A button to select the unit you want to deploy. Units that you can't afford will appear in gray. Don't forget that. Each day you'll receive funds from all the bases you hold. You'll have to make do with that amount. Remember, you can't deploy new units and move them the same turn. Hope you got all of that. Good luck. Andy, you are the most retarded commander ever. Okay, say hello to Chapter 2. It's a pretty difficult one. I'm just gonna do a sound test and then I'll be straight back. Alright, it does appear like the sound quality has gone down a little bit. It seems like my headset is really, living on its last days. Anyway, it'll have to do for now. It's the only thing I have. So this is Chapter 2. It's, as you can see, Grit has an enormous amount of forces. Now, Grit is a CO. He's very good with ranged units, but he sucks in close combat. As you can see, if we hold over his artillery now, you can see they have one extra range, and the rockets really shoot far. And on top of that, when he uses his CO power, he gets 2 extra range on all of his indirect combat units. However, all of his melee units, including his infantry, are 20% weaker, so he's really weak in close combat. Okay, so we only have 2 infantry. Hurrah! So what we need to do now, the problem with this base is that if we try to capture it, he's gonna shoot at us with a tank. So what I usually like to do here, let me just check that. Okay, it's not within range of his rockets. If I just do this, I can reinforce with this infantry when the other one gets damaged. And if I remember correctly, you have to max spam a little bit here in the beginning, I think. Now, Grit doesn't have any bases. Possum spit! This area wasn't Blue Moon to begin with. Blue Moon is just plain greedy, that's what it is. Fighting for these folks just don't sit well with me. Well, I guess I'll just mosey out of there and see what happens. Okay. So as you can see, his tank did 5 damage to me. And, Thanks, Andy! Pick up now! Yeah, Nell, we're here, what's going on? We've learned that the Grit is the opposing CO. Grit is an indirect fire expert whose attack range is larger than normal. Plus, his range gets even bigger when he uses his CO power. Make sure you check Grit's attack range throughout the battle. Understood. Hey, Nell, how do you know so much about this guy? Well, we used to be friends. That's all I had to tell you. Nell out. Huh? Nell was sure in a hurry. I wonder what was wrong. Because they had sex. Okay. They actually did. So this is... Oh, nice. He actually let me take the city. That's pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna check his rocket. As you can see, this is pretty tough. He has a lot of units coming my way. I'm gonna have to rely on my mechs here to actually do any damage to his tanks, as well as my own tanks. So this kinda... And the problem is that once his infantry has taken over these buildings, they're gonna come across the river and they're gonna hit me in the flank. And he's sending MD tanks at me, and even though it's grits, his MD tanks are weaker. They're still gonna be dangerous if I don't have any artillery. And his ranged, yeah, as you can see, his ranged units also do a lot more damage. His artillery is a lot stronger. So this is kind of where it gets a lot more difficult. So what I kind of want to do now is, it would be cool to send a mech over the river, but I think he's actually going to shoot on the mech. We'll have to see. What I could do is I could try to block the MD tank out, but his artillery is going to shoot my tank down, so I'm just gonna have to check the range on it, make sure I don't... It can't attack me. I'm just gonna place my tank here, and what would actually be kind of cool... I think I need an artillery for this, because I'm not gonna be able to take down that medium tank without artillery fire. I think I'm just gonna position my mech just outside the range of his tank. There we go. Okay, he's shooting on my artillery, and he's killing my... he's killing my mech, but that's fine. Alright. I think I actually want to turn on animations just briefly, just to get a little bit better overview of what's going on. I kind of want to attack his medium tanks right here. And since he's grits, they're not going to fire that hard, as you can see. They only did like 4 damage to me. And that's a really nice trade, because that thing costs 16,000, my mechs cost 3,000, so that's a very, very cost-effective trade right there. And this is also a very, very cost-effective attack. Because that artillery is really a big pain in the ass. These tanks won't do much, because there's a river here, and there's mountains here, so they can't really move over the river, so it doesn't really matter. They won't be much of a hassle. And this is kind of what artillery is awesome for. And I'm wondering, actually, if I should just go and attack this artillery right here. I think I might do that. The more of Grit's indirect units you can take out in one turn, the better. And he can't really reinforce them because he has no bases. But, of course, that tank is going to die horribly. And I think I want to build another artillery, actually, because that's probably my only hope of taking down this thing. And once Grits gets his CO power, he's going to pound my units really hard. And this is how strong Grits rockets are. They're nearly one-shotting a tank on the road. There we go. Oh yeah, it's the damaged artillery, right. And for some reason the AI likes finishing off wounded units, so if they see like an infantry unit with 1 hit point left on them, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to take that out so it doesn't get like more hit points. But the problem with that is that an infantry unit with 1 hit point left on it isn't really that much of an asshole, so yeah, the AI is a little bit stupid sometimes. And this is going to hurt. Yep. Okay, I hope I get my power soon, because I'm gonna have to need it. Now the question is, yeah, I think I want to take down this artillery. That's going to help me out a lot. Mechs are really, really good. They're really cost-effective. However, their weakness is that, as you can see, they only have 3 shots. Once they fire 3 times, they can't shoot anymore. So that's kind of their biggest weakness. Now, I think I need to move my artillery away from this base, or else I'm not going to be able to deploy any other units. So I'm actually going to place it on my HQ. And I think what I want to do now is I want to build a regular tank, because they're fast and they're able to take down these artillery. But also I want to shoot down this recon. Mechs are really good against recons. And I think you kind of want to take down his infantry because you don't want him to start capturing your bases. You won't have enough funds to actually build troops to repel his attacks. But as you can see, I'm slowly withering him down. He has a predetermined set of units. Just never allow him to capture a base. And yeah, this is kind of where I die. Sorry about this, but you left me no choice. So now his rockets are able to fire on me from across the map. This is kinda hacks. And they also get a huge firepower boost, by the way. So that was the rocket over there, by the way. Just saying. Now this shouldn't go too well for him, actually. Crap. Yeah. One thing to note about CO powers is that in addition to their normal effects, they increase units' firepower and defense by 10% for the turn they're used, and that also applies to grit and every power in the game, really. So not only do you get like a firepower boost to some of your units, but you also get a firepower boost to your entire army, which is why grit's tanks are able to pound my forces right now. Okay, but I got my power now. Andy, do you know when to use your power? Whenever I tell you to. I assume actually that wasn't. I think I just restored some hit points on the mech, but you know, I get a firepower boost, and that's a good enough reason to use it. With my power, I'm actually able to take down these guys. Oh, I love Grit's facial expression when he loses. He's like, And I think I actually wanna. I need to take down this infantry units. You don't want to let Grit capture your buildings. I probably haven't said this, but for every building you own, you get 1,000 funds, I guess they call it. And you need funds to actually, you know, deploy units and stuff, so it's kind of important. I'm just gonna take down this recon because it's annoying. And a unit that is actually very effective versus Grit is the recon. Because the recon is really fast, it deals a decent damage to artillery and rockets. And it can really close in quickly on them, and if it gets close, well, like archers and fire emblem, they're very weak in close combat, so... Well, this ain't gonna work out for you, Grits. You can't do shit against those. And I really don't know why his infantry doesn't attack. I think maybe because they're so weak. The AI kind of calculates that they're not gonna do anything, and this is what I'm talking about. Recon's really good against rockets. And they cost 4,000. Rockets cost 16,000. Or 15,000. 15,000, I think. Yeah, they cost 15,000. So that's a really efficient trade right there. And I think I'm gonna move my artillery over here, actually. Or maybe I should probably focus on taking down his mechs, because his mechs are actually kind of deadly against my artillery. Even though they do have a firepower decrease. Okay, so if I move my tank here, I should be able to take down his mech here. There we go. I actually like playing with animations. It kind of makes it more fun. A little bit more strategic. It doesn't make it more strategic, but it gives me some time to actually see what's going on. And I think I'm going to use my artillery to take down this guy right here. Now, a unit you kind of don't want to build against Grit is the medium tank. Because the medium tank is slow, it is really susceptible to indirect fire. Even though he has a medium tank of his own, I think I should be able to take it down with regular tanks and artillery instead of building my own medium tanks. Oh crap! Oh fuck, that's not good. He's actually trying to capture my HQ. And I knew that recon was going to die, that's kind of given. But it's still worth it. Someone's calling? Oh, this is like kind of my boss, guys. I should probably take this. Just allow me to pause for a moment. But my turn is going. Boss is calling. Okay, it's my turn now, so I'm just gonna pause the recording. Ah, it was just my boss telling me that I've been assigned more work. And, you know, that's kind of a good thing, because I'm actually looking for more work right now. Because more work means more money. Anyway, you're not watching this to listen to my work. You're watching this to watch some Advanced Wars. So let's keep playing. Now, what was I doing? That call completely put me out of the game. Okay. He's trying to capture my HQ. I cannot allow that. On the HQ, you get 4 defense stars, which is kind of nasty. I don't think there's a single thing in the game that gives you 5 defense stars. I've never seen it. Although some argue the HQ should probably give you 5 defense stars. This is like the HQ and stuff. Now, I can attack this artillery, but I have to do it outside of the rocket's range. There we go. That's grits. Okay. I kind of want to kill these tanks. I kind of want to get those properties. And let's take down Grit's mech right here. Down he goes. I'm Grit. And I think I want to build an empty tank, even though I said specifically you should not build empty tanks against Grits. I guess I lied. I don't know, I just felt like it. Really, when I can afford an empty tank, it's really hard not to buy an empty tank. And oh, we didn't die, really? I thought for sure he would die there. I am sweating. Okay, so now it's really just building up my forces and getting ready. Like, because I've held on. Can't speak English today. I managed to hold his first assault, and now it's just basically indirect fire units and a medium tank left. That shouldn't be too hard. So what I want to do now is I want to build up a shit ton of recons. Place them all inside range. And basically have a fun time with Grits. Maybe I can even kill this tank with this infantry. Let's see. I can actually place my tank right here. Sounds like a fun thing to do. And the medium tank isn't really that bad because... Oh, he's actually placing his units away from me. That's interesting. So now I can actually place my units all the way over there. He's going to lose this eventually. He can back off as much as he wants to, but he's running out of space, so... There we go. This is going to be a storm of recons pounding into his indirect combat units. And in the meantime, I'm going to start capturing his properties. Not that I really need the cash, but I don't really have anything else to do while I'm waiting for these. While I'm waiting for my army to build up. There we go. And he's like, I think actually if I kill those tanks, I'm gonna force his power. I think so. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. Oh, he's actually attacking me? Interesting. Well, I guess I have to attack him then. Medium tanks one-shot infantry when they're on the streets, which is kind of nice. If they're on the plains, they don't one-shot them. Okay, so how should I do this? I can use my... I think my recons will actually... Nah, they may not actually. If I use my tank, I'm gonna one-shot this rockets. And this is going to activate his power for sure, but he doesn't really have anything else. I think he has a rocket up on his HQ. He has a rocket over there as well. Yeah, he has this rocket, which will be able to fire on me when he activates his power. But it's not going to be too much of a hassle, really. There we go. Yeah, I kind of want to take down this thing, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. No. Because you can't attack, like... You can only attack from 4 different angles in this game. And if I position my artillery like so... Actually, I should just go take or capture this property right now. I think he actually is he's going to shoot on my medium tank now, if I'm not mistaken, so... Oh, crap. Yeah, this is going to hurt. Oh, he's actually shooting on my recons. What the hell? Oh, they do so much damage. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess he considers my recons more for threats, and I think this is going to be a one-shot, yeah. And now his medium tank is gonna jump into the fray as well. Oh, you. And he gets angry when his stuff gets destroyed. And I think this is a dead tank, Grits. Nope, It still survived. Ouch. Okay. So this is kind of where I destroy his remaining tank and start capturing his properties. What I could actually do is I could send my infantry across the mountain and start capturing his bases, but... or actually he doesn't have any bases, but... we'll see. I should be able to use my power soon. First, I'm gonna take care of this medium tank right here. Even though it has 10% increased defense from his power. This is actually not that too much... oh, yay! Power! Actually, I should have saved that for next turn, but who cares? There we go. I wonder if I can actually reach that rocket now with my recons. I should actually be able to. The rocket up at his HQ, that is. Let's see, like so. Yeah, I am. And I'm able to deal 32% damage to them. Boom goes the rockets. But they too have 10% increased defense from his power, so... now the question is, I think I wanna kill this artillery actually. It's much more deadly. I'm not gonna be able to do much to that medium tank anyway, so... I think I'm probably done building rockets for now. What I'm actually gonna do now is I'm gonna build some regular tanks to help me deal with his normal tank and his MD tank. And if I do that, I should actually be able to win this mission. Ouch. Yeah, that's problematic. But yeah, this mission is pretty much won now. There's really no doubt about that. That rocket just didn't fire. What's up with that? Just stood there. Sometimes the AI does that. I don't know why it does that. It just decides not to attack sometimes. It's really weird. And yeah, his MD tank is dead. Now it's time to clean up the scraps. Cat's side. Sorry. Bad habits. Alright. And I think this will actually finish off the tank. He has 4 hit points left. It's time to move in for the kill. Now, this mission, not really one of the hardest ones, but it can kind of overwhelm you if you don't play it right during the first 5 or 6 turns, because he does attack you with a shit ton of stuff. There we go. Hey there, Junior. And what was your partner's name again, Mangs? Stop calling me Junior. I have a name. It's Andy. Well, now, that's the spirit. You're all new to the Orange Star Army, right? Yeah, so? Hey, how do you know that? Well, now, that's because I'm Grits. I was beholden to Orange Star not too long ago myself. So I'm pretty familiar with most of the military types. Well, y'all beat me this time. Who knows, maybe we'll see each other on the flip side. So long, Mangs. You too, Junior. Ah! I'm not young even though I'm 12 years old. Stop calling me Junior! What? I got an A rank? Awesome. Hey! That's pretty cool. And I get coins! Lots. Oh wow, that's a lot of coins. And do I get a rank up? Yeah! Rose Hand! I really never understood the point with ranks in this game. Yes, I would like to save now. This is kind of where we end this part, so I hope you enjoyed it. My name has been Mangs, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time!